Hello there everybody, and welcome to another stream. Now, there's something weird going on with YouTube, and I cannot see the chat on my PC. I can see it on my phone though, which I will keep open, and hopefully I'll be able to communicate with you guys normally, but right now it's looking kind of weird. So yeah, do excuse me if I'm not answering as quickly as I usually do, but this is not looking too hot. We're gonna have some music in the background, let me know if that is too silent or too loud as usual. I'm not sure how good the mixing is. This time I'm not putting it on my Windows Media Player, but instead it's on YouTube directly. So it's a little bit of a different mixing, largely untested. Now, if you have missed my latest video, which I recorded this morning, I released it this morning, it has been recorded a while back, we have done a fair bit of progress. Let's see, what did we get from this guy? Nothing special, okay. So, first of all, the great reveal of our weekly tasks, which is going to be probably the most interesting part of this whole thing. So, if we got these tasks last week, I would have probably shot myself. Just look at those creatures. And of course the delivery tasks are equally broken, but we are going to get into details in just a moment. Let me just put that to the side maybe so we don't miss any of those rabbit wolves spawning. So first of all, what we have here, what I am doing right now, is the rugged rabbit wolves. I have to say, that is the most disgusting and disappointing thing about the whole weekly task setup. The rugged rabbit wolves, there's 4 of them in total in the entire game, and a lot of people seem to be rolling those. And it's not just regular novice level beginner people, right? It's available for every single tier to roll the rugged rabbit wolves, and the same goes for the regular rabbit wolves that roam this area. There's a little bit more of these rabbit wolves, but they're still kind of scarce. So the only way really to get this task done, especially for higher levels, is to just camp one of these 2 areas. There's 2 spawning over here and 2 spawning in that little area over there, if you can see my map in the upper right corner. It's really, really bad. So the only way to complete this task... Oh, music is a little too loud, okay, thanks for letting me know. I'm gonna turn it down a little. Let's see how that goes. Alright, I see my voice is hitting the yellow thingy, and the music is not even close to it. In other words, it should be okay. Yeah, and as you can see, that's a level 783 guy who just ran in, he grabbed arrows from the ground, and now he's tossing fire bombs like it's gonna do anything. Unfortunately, weekly tasks, they do not work quite like bestiaries do. So he is going to get bestiary entry, but he is not going to get the kill registered. Only the person who does the most damage to the creature gets it. I am a little bit, what do you call it? I kind of want to override his fire bombs, right? Because rude, first of all. But these cost a lot of money, you know? So I'm not gonna do that. I'm still kind of poor. Alright, so if you have seen my video, then you're completely caught up to date, but if you have not, then we have the Griffin Shield. That's probably the biggest update. We are level 40. I think there's not a lot of traffic on the rugged rabbit wolves, so we can afford to spend some more time camping them here. If there comes like a large group of people once more, then we are going to obviously let it go. And we are going to move on to something. But for now, let's enjoy some standing content, which is basically what Cipsoft wants us to do very, very clearly. And in the meantime, let's take another look at our weekly tasks. I've already rolled these in the morning, so I can do a little bit of planning, and yeah, you guys can share any thoughts you may have. So right now I'm trying to finish the rabbit wolves. That should easily put me in the next level for Q1. And then I'm gonna go hit up Quara Mantassin Scouts. I've already done some Mantassin Scouts on this account. Thanks to one of our bounty tasks that we rolled. They are a very nice creature to hunt. We can get some nice stuff like stealth rings, and even if you are lucky, a knight armor that can drop from Hydromancer scouts that also live in the area. Okay, this guy is over here. I'd rather keep a close watch. Yeah, there we go. Okay then, let's keep looking. I don't want to miss out on any kills if we can avoid that. Now, what else is interesting? We have tarantulas. Tarantulas are obviously a big one, considering... Okay, there's two of them spawning right now. Let's... Oh, goddammit. I should probably be standing a little bit closer, so that the wolf doesn't walk so far. Yeah, this guy got the kill stolen from us. Anyway, back to the creature list. We have a couple of minutes again. Right, so Quara Mantassins, right? Knight armor and stealth rings, easy. That's gonna be the next thing we do. Then is tarantulas. I would love to be able to complete a hunting task for Grizzly Adams, but I'm kind of considering if we should. Thing is, if we take the task from Grizzly, we are going to be locked into finishing that task. I did the same thing with mammoths, right? And you can only do like, what, 2 or 3 tasks at the same time. So if we roll tarantulas now, yeah, go away. If we roll tarantulas now, we are gonna have to finish them no matter what. So we will be counting on the bounty tasks to get us the thing. Yeah, this guy is so distracting. Other than that, we have gargoyles. Last week we did plenty of gargoyles thanks to the shiny stone delivery task. We never managed to complete it. We had to deliver 57. I was only able to drop like 6 of them. And of course, not even from gargoyles. Gargoyles have like 1 in 1000 drop of the shiny stones, so there was never really a chance. But gargoyles and blood crabs, they both appear in the Mariana cave, right? So that's a pretty good good excuse to get access to that. I'm not sure if we are going to use it a lot in the future, but we definitely have the option to do that. Then it's pirate ghosts. I'm not sure where I'll hunt them yet. Only 23, so it shouldn't be very difficult. I think the current leading idea is to go somewhere like the Treasure Island, and there should be a couple of ghosts there. Of course, we wanna kill as many other creatures as we can, but I don't think ghost pirates themselves appear in the same area as any notable creature. By the way, we are collecting these wolf tooth chains because they are quite valuable. There's an NPC just outside of these caves that buys them for 100 GP each. And they don't weigh that much, it's like 330. It's really good money. Alright, what else do we have on the weekly task? Then we have Minotaur Archers, which are going to play a certain role, which I will explain in a moment. Dwarf Soldiers. I still haven't figured out what I want to do with those. Obviously, dwarves in general are pretty neat, but I am trying to figure out if there is any sort of, quest, for example, that we might want to hold off on. Because let me remind you what the rules are. if there is a quest that requires killing stuff, then we cannot do that quest unless one of the creatures is on this task list. So having dwarf soldiers, obviously it creates a possibility to complete any such quest, but unfortunately there's really nothing coming to my mind right now. Maybe I'll figure it out later, but that's probably one of the last things we'll be doing. And as for the Minotaur archers, they are part of a two-step plan. As you can see, most of our delivery items are absolute trash, but what we do have is this. The strange helmets. We only have to deliver 11 of them. I think we might be able to do the delivery. The strange helmets, they are kind of rare, but they drop from a lot of stuff. They drop from ice golems, they drop from frost dragons, from dragon lords, and even vampires. So this allows us to hunt a large variety of creatures. And a fun thing is we can actually do the Deeper Fibula quest with the rolls we have right now, because we will have to go through Minotaur archers, or rather a group of Minotaurs, including Minotaur archers. So that's the first part of the quest, and then the second room of the quest, it has the Dragon Lords, who drop strange helmets. In other words, Deeper Fibula is 100% legal and possible. Which I think is something that we are gonna do at some point. Of course, we need level 50 to do that. So it's not gonna happen today, not likely, unless the weekly task XP is gonna come in and suddenly we level up like crazy, but we still have around 7 more rabbit wolves to kill before we can find that out. In the meantime, let me just munch on the meat. I'm also gonna kill the rabbit wolves if I can, because they are in the same spawn and they are a bestiary that I don't want to really do later. I mean, with the way weekly tasks go, we might end up doing them anyway, but you know. Hey, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Alright, just 5 wolves more. I'm very surprised that this place is almost empty at this hour. I mean, it's not empty, there's been other players roaming around, but they all seem rather respectful. When I came here like 2 hours ago, there was just one guy who said leave, even though he came in after me. He was very rude, but that's only to be expected. Oh, okay, that's you, Masquerader. That's good to know. I knew you were someone from the Discord, but I could never really figure it out. I really don't like it where people have different nicknames on different media. But yeah, don't take it personally, by the way. You're cool. So, doing tasks as well, you say. I hope your board is a little bit more reasonable than mine. By the way, it's already confirmed that you can roll the same item multiple times in the weekly delivery tasks. I'm not sure about the kill tasks, but a friend of mine, he has 3 times mutated rat tails in the delivery tasks. I wonder what are the odds of rolling 9 times the same thing. Would you like to be a moderator? Sure, except I don't know how to do that. Oh, we can get the same monster too, that's really cool. So when you kill a thing, does it like count twice, or do they like add to each other and you have to suddenly do 2 times 40 hence 80? But rolling 9 times the same monster would be really insane, especially if it's not additive. I mean, I simply don't know how to give somebody mod. I could do that on my PC, but no idea how to do that on my phone. Like I mentioned before, you probably weren't there. For some reason the chat on my PC is not working. There's some weird monkey looking error. I can't really describe it. It's an error message from YouTube and there's a picture of a monkey on it. saying something went wrong. So I would gladly give you the moderator, but I simply don't know how. Maybe if Pop comes in later, he'll be able to give you the moderator because he is one as well. Though, then again, I don't know if he has that sort of permissions. In case you have not realized, I'm not exactly good at streaming and stuff. Oh, it's a known issue. That's good to know. It was not known to me, by the way. I've been blissfully unaware and pretty happy with how streaming works for the longest time. I also remember being able to open the chat like in another window through OBS, but that also seems not to be working anymore. At least I cannot find that option. And I don't know if I would be able to set up moderators in the chat either way. Long story short, yeah, sorry, can't do that. For a few months, oh my god, that's a long time for a nation to be present. Yeah, I'm really surprised we were able to almost finish the Rabbit Wolves. Frankly, I expected that I would start the stream and just leave the place straight away because it would be so crowded. But it's actually quite manageable. So how are you guys doing on this fine? What is it? Tuesday evening? And there comes a guy, but thankfully he's not after our wolves. Zombies and ogre shaman. Monks and dark monks, that's an interesting mix. Yeah, I really think they should do something about higher level tiers rolling low level bounties. The way I see it is, if you're selecting the novice setup, right, you should only roll the easy creatures. If you select the second level, what is that, like adept, then you should only roll the medium creatures, etc. Maybe like +1 or -1 could be considered, but we definitely don't need higher level people basically ruining this new starter area, right? Because the idea for this whole place, it was created, I think it was released soon after, or was it shortly before monks were introduced, right? I think it was just before monks. And it was supposed to be like a continuation of tutorials with like a more fleshed out quest line. There's a boss over there. It's okay, I guess, except it's definitely not prepared to host more than like 2, maybe 3 players at the same time, especially if those players are higher than level 10, because at that point they are absolutely ruining everything, one-shotting every single creature in here and competing over sparse spawns. So beginner is easy, adept is easy plus medium, expert is medium plus hard, and master is hard and challenging. Okay, so the system works actually, it's the players who are stupid. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, there we go, we're finally done. Rugged Rabbit Wolves, and that got us a huge amount of XP. I should have actually cast some spells before I did that. But anyway, I think we're ready to move on. We never managed to finish those mammoths, by the way. I think I'm gonna go to Quares now. They've been a very pleasant hunt. We have a bunch of food. We can sell all those necklaces that we dropped, so it's even a little bit profitable. I mean, probably not, considering we'll be paying all that money in ship fares, but still. Yeah, by the way, you can use a pickaxe if you have one to open this part of the floor. It's really, really cool. Oh sure, yeah, we can talk together on the voice chat. I just hope, yeah. Let's go into general. I don't think anybody is gonna interrupt. Feel welcome to hop in. Hello, hello, you're super quiet, and I can't make you any louder, unfortunately. You're already on 200%.
Okay, so I don't know what happened. But my mic is a good one. Maybe you have Discord? I mean, maybe you lowered the Discord volume?
Yeah, hard to say. Just a moment. Let me try to open the mixer, maybe.
Should be.
Hello, Luna Chris. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing just fine. I have surprisingly managed to finish the Rugged Rabbit Wolves, which are incredibly tough to get without being interrupted by 20,000 other players.
20,000 high-level players.
Yes, of course. I mean, it doesn't really matter. These creatures are very low level.
There are 4 of them, right?
Okay, buy this stuff from me, please. Should we sell the hams? Nah, that's 4 GP each. Okay, and now it's walking content.
There are like 4 of those ragged wolves, right?
Yeah, I can barely hear you. I think it's even gotten worse.
Maybe I will restart Discord. Give me a second. Oh. Okay, what about now?
Still quite quiet. I have no idea what the issue is. Give me a moment. Maybe I'll pause the music.
Doesn't look like an issue on my side.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're speaking, it's like barely hitting like half of what music does.
Then from what I can see, my mic is fine. I tested it. It's okay. Like I can hear myself. So
playing this as in playing Tibia in general, or do you mean doing the weekly tasks, which are a new thing? When it comes to playing Tibia, yeah, I mean, I think it's not the kind of game you can really enjoy if you haven't played it already, right? It's a game of my childhood, and I'm willing to let a lot of stuff go because I've already played it, right? That's that's probably the way it works. It has changed a lot, evolved many times, and well, I'm not always happy with the direction it goes.
We're Tibian dinosaurs.
Oh yeah. Yes, we are. I'm not sure if you can hear my friend there, but he says we are Tibia dinosaurs. And I think that's the case for many players. I think if you go into it with the right mindset, you can definitely have some fun. But you have to be very careful because it's easy to fall into many traps that the game sets for its new players. So yeah, sure, ask away, and I'm gonna continue yapping. So one of the biggest issues with the game right now is that they seem to be still experimenting with tutorial areas, and they are increasingly bad. I think they have completely devolved from what it was supposed to be, and they have no idea how to make it better.
They are just going from bad to worse.
Yeah.
And that's sad. I think that first tutorial was quite okay. The one where you had to kill cockroaches. You were on this small island south of Rookgard.
Yeah.
Like you were like picking meat, selling it to NPC, to taught you those basic things. What was later, I think, Downport? Or Rookie Guard Quest? I really can't remember what was later.
I can't honestly remember. And sorry, Mascarado, but I don't think anybody can hear you. It's gonna be weird if I just... I mean, I can barely hear you myself, even though I turned down my my settings a little to hear you better. But maybe we should stick to chatting. It's gonna be more intelligible for everybody.
Why is there's like last time when we were talking? It was
Yeah,
okay.
last time we spoke it was really good, but this time I have no idea what's going on.
Maybe you have it like because OBS maybe.
Could be, but frankly it shouldn't. It never did this before. Never did this before. I've spoken with people. In any case, Luna, when it comes to branding, not sure if you're aware, but I'm not exactly looking to either grow my channel a lot or do much of anything really. It's just a hobby I do sometimes. I'm famously bad with my schedules and keeping people interested. But yeah, where I'm going with this is I'm not exactly willing to put any money into this. But if you would be willing to just show me how to do stuff, like basic things, sure, I would be happy to take all the help.
Okay, so in that case I will just leave because as you said, it's my first. We have to fix it for the next stream.
I couldn't hear any of this. Sorry, Masquerader. Can I ask you to just start chatting again because it's not working? Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's a shame we can't really speak, but what can you do? Also, I should have probably resupplied a little before I went to kill the Mantassins. Yeah, we have to set up a call later. I'm not sure when the next stream is gonna be, but we should have plenty of time. Okay, it looks like our guild is setting up Desert Quest, and if you saw my last episode, I have already prepared the yeah, I get distracted, sorry. I have already prepared the crossbow, which we need, which is gonna be amazing. Okay, Luna, I'm gonna share my Discord in the chat in a moment. Hopefully I can do that. Would be very easy if I simply had access to my PC chat, but it's not working. Okay, so I think the working link is in my channel description, but so that it's easier for you, I'm gonna type it in a moment. Oh, okay, you found me. Okay, thanks a lot. That helps a whole deal. We can figure it out later. Okay, everybody. So we are not going to go and kill Quara Mantassin scouts because it looks like we are going to go and do a desert quest. Now, I know that I always say that playing Ironman, at least under my rules, is trying to be as single player as possible, but as you know, there's also many cases where you simply cannot do a quest alone, because for example, like in Desert Quest, it requires you to have other players stand on some tiles, or yeah, you just need them to take part. So it's going to be one of those exceptions where we have to all go together to do Desert Quest. Now, Desert Quest can be done without fighting any enemies, so we are going to try and do that. Hey Solo, it's great to see you. I'm doing just fine. Found myself with a little bit of time, and yeah, it's time to stream again. I've been using new editing software as well, so the editing is a little bit basic because I absolutely hated the experience. Before, I've been using VideoPad, which is basic but very, very intuitive, easy to learn, and I've already been, you know, making videos in that software for like over a year, so I kind of knew what to do. And now I switched to DaVinci Resolve, and it had some very, very weird settings. Oh, somebody's selling fire axe in Thai's Pluff. That's cool. Yeah, so the new software is called DaVinci Resolve, and whenever I edit, I like to do a bunch of speed ups or slowdowns, etc. of certain parts of the video. And for whatever reason, even though I didn't exactly tie any audio to the video, it would still, like, when I sped up a bunch of video, it would affect the audio as well, which was very weird. I eventually found a way to, like, lock the audio from being edited, but it still took a lot of trouble. Okay, we have a light shovel, which is gonna be necessary. I think we're ready to go. It's a shame we didn't get the team going before, because now we're gonna have to pay the ship fare again. But completing Desert Quest gives you 10k, which we desperately need. I think with that 10k we are gonna afford the promotion, which we should have gotten at level 20, but of course we did not. Yeah, and I think Venor was actually closer than Thais, but still. I think we can all meet up in a moment. Oh, so you must have seen the video like as soon as it dropped. I have privated it and re-uploaded it in the morning, because when I realized that it's broken, I no longer had the energy to fight it. Yeah, so for whatever reason, DaVinci has this bar that's stretched like all over your video. And I mean, I probably did this on accident, not knowing what it is. I just clicked something or whatever. But you can move this bar to the left or to the right and adjust what part of your video is going to get rendered. And I simply must have moved the bar a little bit to the right in a way that unrendered the first few minutes of the video, right? So that's why it was cut at the start. Thankfully, I saved the draft of it, right? So it didn't take a lot of effort to change it. And also, for whatever reason, it by default decided to render the video in MP4, yes, but using some sort of Samsung mobile codecs. I have no idea what that was all about, but rendering took like, I don't know, half an hour, which it shouldn't for a 20-minute video, and uploading it also was over an hour in the evening, but I finally figured out that's what it did. Yeah, so new software always brings some challenges, but hopefully I'll get better in no time and I'll be able to get back to the level. I mean, my videos, the editing never was really high level, but it's definitely gonna get better. Right, and the main strength of DaVinci Resolve, compared to VideoPad that I've been using before, for whatever reason, VideoPad, when you're like editing, it saves all the cache data, so like preview and whatever you edited, etc., on your C drive. So what happens is your C drive gets completely full, you no longer have any room, so you can't really process anything. Everything slows down. You have to delete a bunch of stuff. It's a mess, really. DaVinci doesn't seem to be doing that. Alright, and I think the entrance is just around over here. Yeah, you're right, I don't think anybody really cares about editing in Tibia. And I've never really cared about making things visually pleasing. Also what we can do, unless one of our friends already did this. No, they did not. I always forget to do this, but you can get a scarf over here, completely for free. And yeah, let's grab another torch for free, because why not? Alright guys, so I'm not sure if any of you are on stream, but yeah, I can see some dead spiders over there. I wonder if I still remember the way, and I'm gonna say probably no. So I'm gonna wait for Iron Sword Damien, because he seems like one of those people who knows where it is. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Name, surname. But I don't think luck is required to complete Desert Quest. It's sort of an easy one. Yeah, I can't believe I haven't really gone after the scarf yet. It used to be one of the first things I do on pretty much every single character I have. There's a bunch of these spots where you can get some really good gear upgrades, especially if you don't use the market. So as an Ironman, you can get like a scale armor, steel shield, soldier helmet without killing anything. Of course, some of these are a little bit more risky than others, but still it's better than having to grind for those yourself. In case you're wondering what the music is, that's Terraria Calamity Mod OST, but it's a lo-fi version. I should probably put the link to that in the description. If I don't forget, I'll do that later. It's not like I'm big enough for anybody to care that I use this stuff, but still. Alright, Damien says he's over there almost. I mean, he said that 2 minutes ago. So one of the weirdest things that has been happening recently is when I try to type capital S, so Shift S, it just doesn't work. And it's related to one of these settings. I think it's there we go, toggle manual sort mode. And I keep clearing it, and it keeps defaulting to something else. Let me try to type Shift S now. Nope, still doesn't work. For whatever reason, capital S has been completely hijacked by some stupid hotkey. Where did Shift S go to? No one knows. With chat mode off. It also should not be taken by anything. Chat mode on. Okay. Control Shift S. Okay. Fly. Okay. Maybe now it's gonna be back. SSSS. Okay. This time we can type again. Oh, the whole squad is waiting. What do you mean? Where are you though? And I have to be careful because these spiders are just about to completely surround me. I thought Damien was still on the way there, but it seems that he was inside already. So what I'm gonna have to do is Google the path, because as shameful as it is, I do not remember it. So Tibia Desert Quest, and we have to be careful not to see the long way. We are only interested in the short way. Okay. Short path. Go down 4 more times. Okay, we have to go straight down over here. Okay, thank you for coming after me, Centro. You're the best. I mean, I know the way now. I just thought that somebody else was still on the way there. So I kind of wanted to tag along, keep things fluid, but it is what it is. Okay, I do have my crossbow. That would be the worst thing if I did not bring it. That reminds me, we have still a chance to obtain a donkey of our own. I'm really looking into getting some sort of a mount because that's a tiny boost in speed, which is always worth it. So we have this mammoth bounty, right? And you can kill mammoths in the mammoth shearing area where there's witches, and witches drop apple slices. So if I am lucky enough, I might be able to have a donkey like Central Glossa does. Alright. So how does it work now? Where does the monk go exactly? Right, and I think I go north, right? Oh, we can click middle and force monks where to appear. All right. Doesn't work. I wonder what's up. Do we have the sword on the stone? Yeah, we do. Okay, now it worked. Perfect. Thank you, guys. There's treasure complete, and here's the money. That's beautiful. And it's actually more money now, because of course there's a monk now. So there's 5 times 2.5k. That's pretty cool. We also get a power ring, which is completely worthless. The ring of healing and the protection amulet, these are gonna be quite useful though. Alright, thank you everybody. That was pretty quick, and now we can get on to the main event, which is hunting stuff on our weekly list. Actually, we should have taken a screenshot, but whatever. Of course I type screen shit, because why wouldn't I? Alright, I forgot to take a look at my... Oh, we could do blood crabs with prey, but do we really need prey on blood grubs? Oh yeah, sure. I can take a frame of our recording. That should work as well. Alright everybody, let's get back on track. So first of all, we are kind of rich now, which means we can go ahead and get promoted. We had 15k before. Actually, we can see that here. Yeah, so our total wealth is 25,000. Promotion costs 20,000, which is gonna set us back quite a bit, but there's nothing more valuable than promotion. I think most of our spells that we can have, other the ones we have already learned, the ones coming in the future, are gonna require a promotion. So we definitely wanna do that as soon as possible, not to mention promotion also lets you regenerate faster. And quicker regeneration means you get more magic level passively from regen. You get to use your spells for cheaper and more often during hunts. We are quite close to magic level 15. So that's gonna be quite useful to get. Oh, seriously? None of Paladin's spells require promotion? I find that hard to believe. Let me find the wiki page right now. Instant spells. Actually, yeah, I don't think this list has it divided into promotion, yes or no. Can I pronounce your name on the stream? I don't think I can, man. Your name is kind of messed up. Okay, every vocation had one promotion spell, but Paladin no longer has any. I mean, okay. Then maybe I should not be getting a promotion. Maybe I should stay a Paladin forever. I mean, there's nothing royal about us, is there? But no, I'm not gonna do that to ourselves. Promotion is promotion. Let's go get it right now. So we have to be very formal. Hail King. Promotion. And yes. And there goes all of our money. But we do get... Wait, what? Okay, from inventory, never mind. I thought they increased the price of the promotion, but they did not. We paid 12,000 from inventory, 7,000 from bank account. We have 5k left, so we are gonna be okay. Can I check the spell list though? I don't think I can. Maybe I can. No restriction, Paladin, Premium. Yeah, it doesn't say promotion anywhere. I mean, I wouldn't know where it should say What is this? What? Did they add even more? Oh wait, no, never mind, that's a monk familiar. I haven't seen one of those yet. They look so weird. Sometimes I get confused by this game quite a lot. Alright, let's put that necklace and the ring, everything else into the same container. I'm going to regret this later. Oh, that's a golden bug. What? I never knew that. I thought it was like just a regular bug, but it's apparently a golden bug. Oh well. Alright, you checked, and what's the result? Everybody's waiting with bated breath. Divine Dazzle, but that's one of the most useless spells. It's the one you get because, I don't know, you kind of feel bad. Oh, wait, what? Divine Dazzle is Paladin etc. I thought it was the one that deals damage over time. Yeah. I might be wrong though, I often am. Alright, so let's see, what else do we need for the Quara hunt? We have Scarf, which is gonna not help a lot, but it's still an upgrade. We they don't want to see our skills, the battle is not so necessary. I think we just need to buy a little bit more of you know what. And by you know what I mean the royal spears, and we should be good to go. Now I'm really hoping to hit level 45 soon, so we can start enchanting our own enchanted spears. This is going to skyrocket our DPS. And make things much cheaper as well, because we will be back to buying regular spears, which are like almost twice as cheap as royals. Yeah, mana and HP regen cannot be overvalued. Okay. Robert, my good friend, send me as many spears I can get, but 3 less, so that I can carry some stuff should it drop. Yeah, we're looking really good. I don't know, Griffin shield, I mean it looks very basic, right? It's kind of square and like 2 colors at most. I mean, I recognize that it's kind of an ugly sprite, but at the same time it's very beautiful to me, in my own eyes. It looks like it's taken from a different game sometimes. You look at the beautiful polished plate armor, like the plate armor sprite has been one of the prettiest things for the longest time. You really nailed this one with all the shading, etc. I could never believe how nice that looks. And then there's stuff like this. Does anybody still remember old scale armor? I mean, probably yes, because most of us here in the chat have played Vance OTS, which has the original sprite for scale armor, but that thing looked like a wife beater sweater made from aluminum. Let's see what's going on in our beautiful guild. Oh, nice. Somebody got the knight armor. Oh yeah, Divine Dazzle is really cool, but I think it requires level 250, right? It was something that I kind of wanted to have on Skogul the Barbarian, but I didn't level up much beyond level 200, where you get the familiar. Unfortunately, yeah, my motivation collapsed after that. It kind of changed the way I played completely, but at the same time it didn't change enough. And also it really wasn't necessary anymore, because at that point... Okay, let's be careful, because those guys can still absolutely mess us up if we don't play it carefully. So do excuse me if I suddenly stop talking and completely forget what the topic was. Which is something that I just did. I know that we had something going on, right? We've been talking about something. Oh yeah, right, the Divine Dazzle. I really wanted that on Barbarian, mostly because... And I get distracted again. Mostly because there's a lot of enlightenment of the cult, as well as cult adepts, etc. Basically cults who keep their distance. Thank you, Masquerader. Take care, and hopefully we can figure out the chat later. Okay, longsword, brass armor. Those are some nice looking items, but we do not have the carry capacity to bring all of that with us. And here comes the Hydromancer. All you have to do when you hunt 100 Hydromancers is avoid the beam. Alright, and I think last time I did this task for Mantassin Scouts. The whole area of Hrodmir was boosted. In Encyclopedia, when you go to like an area, let's see that right now. Yeah, you can like select, if you go to the ground floor, I think, and you select the whole thing, yeah, you can like donate money, and if all people across the world donate enough, the spawn rates are gonna get boosted for a moment. And when I did Mantassin Scouts bounty last week, that's what happened. And frankly, the spawns were a little bit quick. Too fast for my liking, at least. You couldn't really get a good path going, but things should be considerably better now. Yeah, I guess the music is a little bit spooky, but it's one of those lo-fi things. It's supposed to be a little bit moody, but also relaxing, apparently. Some people even say it promotes focus or whatever. I'm not sure if we need to be very focused right now, but Hyphy, well, superstar, super hit, as they say. I mean, nobody says that except for that one song that probably 90% of you won't remember, but oh yeah, 1K is definitely within reach. I think that last video that I uploaded got me around 6 more subs, which most of them I assume is probably people who just resubbed to me after I went back to doing Tibia videos. And by went back to doing Tibia videos, I really mean I just uploaded that one video recently. I think you need 1K to get monetized, but you also need to meet some criteria like watch time, videos, whatever. There's a bunch of things you need to do before you can get monetized, and frankly, from what I've heard, the monetization is not even that good anymore. So I don't think I care enough to really worry about all that. Alright, hopefully we can drop some fish from the Hydromancer. I don't really want to eat any shrimp, because first of all we only have one of those. I do have some more at the depot, but second, it's a pretty good food. I mean, it's not the best. Okay, there we go, that's 3 fish, exactly what we wanted. I think on Barbarian, fish were, not fish, but shrimp were basically the best food we could have when it comes to food to carry capacity. And I'm gonna light the torches for your viewing pleasure, as well as for us to be able to perhaps pick up this plate armor, because that's a little bit of money and that goes a long way. Okay, we have to speed up the Quaramantassin slaying. Or do we really? Maybe we take our time this time. So the biggest issue with this spawn where the rates were boosted was whenever I hunted these guys, right, up north, I didn't really have time to hunt the Hydromancer to the south because they were respawning too quickly. And when I was trying to weave in the Hydromancer, everything would respawn too quickly as well, and I wouldn't really be killing any Mantassins, so I decided to just call it a hunt and focus on Mantassins and finish things quickly. This time we do not have that problem. We can do, like, maybe not the whole lap, but we can definitely play it a little bit more fair. Yeah, another thing that is really horrible in modern Tibia are the queues that you have to go through if you want to log in as a free account. Like during any of the special weekends, like double EXP or rapid respawn, it's basically impossible to log in unless you log in straight after the warning server save. You just stay logged in this entire time. Otherwise, you're just out of luck. And I keep getting paralyzed. It's not ideal. I guess I have to take care to keep my mana topped up and be ready to Exura at any point. Okay, let's clear the way a little, or maybe I should actually focus on the Hydromancer. I don't think other than him this fish pool can do much damage to me at this time. So just keep our distance and focus the fat guy. And hopefully the predator isn't back. He's about to be back, okay. Can we get the... no. Oh, but we got a black pearl as well as a white pearl. That's pretty nice. Let's pick up the plate armor because we seem to have lost some capacity already. There's so many constrictors. It's a good thing we rolled Mantassins and not constrictors because it seems these are the classic foot soldiers, while Mantassins are a little bit more rare. I've always wondered if this is the only place to hunt Quara scouts. I know that there's like regular Quaras in Liberty Bay, but scouts, I don't know. Oop. We probably did not want to touch this guy, considering the damage he can do. Yeah, so white pearl and black pearl. I think we need white pearls to do the Queen of Banshees. Or was it black pearls, or was it both? I don't remember anymore, but this is a very nice drop nonetheless. Or maybe you need multiple. I never seem to remember these older quests. There's also scouts in Liberty, that's cool. Also, the Wikipedia, and by Wikipedia I mean Tibia Wiki, it says that there is a single spawn of a ghost pirate in the Liberty Bay ruins. That's the words they use to describe that place. And I would very much like to have a chill hunt, killing them one by one in some sort of solo spot, but I wasn't able to find them anywhere. I'm wondering if maybe somebody in the chat is familiar with the place. Where the Liberty Bay ruins with a single ghost pirate are. Yeah, this is going kind of slow. It's been like 20 minutes and we did what, 20 of them? I mean, we are kind of halfway through, but still. Yeah, I think we can start doing the full lap, and that was a very nice crit. That's 305 damage. Could have been actually our strongest hit. Up to date. I really like the fact that they introduced critical hits for everybody. Crits being locked to only... what was it? Imbuements, right? It's kind of lame. I'm not a huge fan of imbuements, like, I know that they're great and all. But when it comes to actually using them, paying all that money, etc., you know, makes you reconsider sometimes. I wonder at which point we'll be able to start completing bestiaries. Like, I know for sure that rolling like any delivery item is probably usually gonna mean a bestiary completion, at least for some of the items. Like the shiny stones, that pretty much guaranteed that we get a full bestiary for gargoyles and golems, and then some. Of course, we did not finish that one, which is sad, but what can you do, really? So originally I planned this character to be just the deliveries, because it seemed so much fun. And then they did this, right? Where you have to deliver things from creatures you cannot hope to kill. I quickly googled some of the creatures that drop stuff from this list, and some of them, yeah, they have like 20,000 HP or something. It's not exactly in our range right now. Oh, and we have a fish. We should probably eat that, considering we are already hungry. Where's the Hydromancer? There he goes. Okay. Would be neat if you could drop the Knight Armor right now. I mean, we can always do the Orc Fortress quest, but to do that we would need to roll. What would we need to roll, actually? I think it's, what do you call them? Orc Leaders, right? Or Orc Warlords. Because that's what fills the quest room, mostly. I would have to check if there's like any regular orcs or berserkers there, because that could help a lot. And by help a lot, I mean it could extend our options. Because right now I've been rolling for the novice table, and the novice table, it does not include much of anything. It only includes the basic creatures, those that have their bestiary completed in 500 kills, right? Or is it actually? Yeah, probably not the best time to check it. Let me kill some of those guys and then we can see. Yeah, sure, I can see myself hunting some of the creatures, but still. I would love to be able to complete these, and as I am right now, I cannot without buying them. And that's just the way it is. What did I want to check? Right, the Mantassin Scouts. Okay, yeah, they're 500 kills. So all the creatures that we roll on Novice are up to 500. That was a nice one-shot. And we are out of torch. I should probably buy more of those. Or maybe we should invest in stronger light spell, but that's money. And we don't exactly want to spend that on anything. That reminds me, since we have the promotion already, and we have all the blessings that we wanted, yeah, I probably did not add that to the video, because I couldn't be bothered looking for it, but we do have full promotions. The next thing we want to buy is the Ethereal Spear. No, the Enchant Spear spell. How much does it cost? That's 2000 gold. That's not too bad, all things considered. Also, we're level 40 already. That means we can get the Divine Missile, right? We should probably get that in case we ever have to kill ghosts. But for now, let's just get rid of those Mantassins. I think just hunting here is gonna get us to level 42, and then the reward from Mantasins should boost us by another half a level at least. Yeah, experience is looking really good with these weekly tasks, at least in the first phase of the week. Things do slow down once you complete these. But when starting a new character, that's really invaluable. Okay, there should be a pincher just outside. Or maybe not. Yeah, there he is. And we lured him along with the Hydromancer, so that's gonna be a bit of a problem. Hopefully, yeah, we don't miss too much. Maybe a crit here or there. That would go a long way. Yeah, let's just finish up this guy, clear up the Constrictor, and now we start missing. And there's a Mantassin right in our way. Thankfully, they don't really hit that hard. Okay, and then the Hydromancer. And can we please, yeah, that was a little bit scary. If we didn't heal there, he would have hit us with that beam as well as in melee. And I just want to loot that pincer down there. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, XP is looking pretty good, though I still am not sure if we are gonna be able to pull off level 45 before we have to do Minotaur Archers. And that is kind of the prerequisite to us completing Fibula quest. And of course we want Fibula quest because that's a shield upgrade, as much as I hate to say goodbye to the Griffin shield, but Tower shield is just plain better. And that's also a warrior helmet, which technically we don't really need, because as soon as we roll giant spiders, I mean, which we won't anytime soon, because I think week 3 is also going to be novice tier, and we would need to go adept to roll giant spiders. But if we do get giant spiders ever, that's a Crusader helmet quest, and that's a better helmet than the warrior helmet, because it weighs a little bit less. Oh, that was 1069 experience points, that's kinda nice. Then again, do I really care about that little bit extra capacity? Like, I mean, Crusader helmet is very pretty, but I also like warrior helmet. It has this classic medieval knight sort of look. Like, obviously we won't be seeing the Crusader helmets anytime soon unless we roll something that drops from giant spiders in the delivery tasks. But I have not checked the list for anything like that. What is like the creature product that drops from these guys? Obviously the spider silk, but I don't know if that's in deliveries because it's sort of used in many places already. I don't think there's any creatures in that same area, so it has to be just giant spiders in the weekly task, or in the bounties actually. I should maybe look into using the bounties a little bit more, and before I forget, what we have to do is do this, claim our daily reroll, because obviously you want to stack the rerolls. Right, so when it comes to our cash right now, if we don't suffer any random deaths, which we shouldn't, because I'm kind of careful with the way I play, but you never know in Tibia. But if we don't have to spend any additional money on blessings anytime soon, we should be able to easily afford, first of all, the enchanted spear spell, which I will probably spend a long time enchanting spears so we never run out, because these are going to be our best friends for the longest time. considering how cheap they are. They only cost you a lot of time to prepare, which I guess is not that great, but what can you do? And once we buy that spell, which we already can afford, what should we be spending our money on? I think I had a pretty good idea. That's where I was going with, too. But I forgot, because I got myself super distracted once more. Yeah, let's give it a think. What was something that you can spend money on? Obviously ammunition, but we won't be worrying about that once we have enchanted spears. Like sure, some hunts might require us to use a bow instead, and then we'll be buying some better ammo, but I don't think that's coming anytime soon. Yeah, frankly, I forgot what I was going to suggest. I had a pretty good idea though. Maybe it comes back to me at some point. Alright, I remember. The bounty talisman, right? That's like one of the bigger things that they added with this update. We should probably look into buying one of those. So apparently it's very easy to get. You can just buy it in any jewelry shop. And the way it works, it gives you bonuses to hunting the creature that you have on your current bounty. And there we go, level 42. That's really neat. Yeah, so currently we have 2.5% of everything, and then we can upgrade it. We have 27 upgrade points because we've been killing some creatures already. And the talisman itself is like, what, 5k? I should probably be able to afford it pretty quickly. I mean, the Quarana task, as you can see, is giving us so much money already. To the point I might even pick up the brass armor and the sword over here, because that's money. And we have the capacity. Yeah, so we're gonna definitely have enough money for the talisman soon. I mean, we don't need the bounty talisman on us, at least not right now, since we're not doing bounties, we're doing weekly tasks and they are a different thing. Okay, but there's the scout and there should be, yeah, just one more to kill. Hopefully there's one up here somewhere. Ah, I don't think so. Maybe a little bit south. Yeah, there we go. There's our final boy. And there we go. And that's, yeah, pretty much half a level already done. So let's get out of here. Let's see how we are looking money-wise. And then we should move on to the next thing. And I think the next thing we do, it should be tarantulas, shouldn't it? We pick up the task and we go do tarantulas. I think that makes the most sense. I mean, we could also do the Mariana access and then blood crabs plus gargoyles. They should be in the same place, right? But I haven't done Mariana access in a long time. Blah blah blah, small island, access to Mariana quest. For this mission you will need levitate, rake, love poem, and money for traveling. Yeah, so it's mostly just money to do this. Do we have to fight something? Oh, actually, there's a chance you might have to fight tarantulas on the way. That's pretty funny. Okay, and then you find the ring. Yeah, it seems like it's just a little bit of legwork. I don't feel like doing that right now. So I think we are going to go to Port Hope. We're gonna pick up the Tarantula task. And we're gonna kill some of those. But right now, let's just resupply before I forget. Okay. We have to be stacking all of these items. You can see how many knives I have from all the barbarians, and I think I had 2 barbarian tasks, so yeah, there should be 2 big stacks of these. And yeah, since we're gonna be hunting tarantulas, let's grab some food on the way. The cheese is pretty good. Let's deposit shrimp, because that's higher value food. And the fish fins, the pearls. That was a very lucky drop. 2 pearls at the same time. Oh, the pirate ghost that appears in Liberty Bay is the one related to Mariana quest. Then maybe we should do that. Maybe we should look into Mariana quest. Let's see, how long does it take? So what we'll have to do is... Mariana. Yeah, let's go do the quest. I don't see why not. If we do have to kill a tarantula on the way, which Wikipedia said we might have to, then we probably want to have our tarantula task open, so we can just freely get rid of those. And if you're wondering where I'm going to buy the levitate spell, because I don't actually have it just yet. So we're gonna need to levitate a bit. We need to buy a rake in Venor. I'm sure I saw it somewhere, maybe on McDonald's farm. Yeah, doesn't really matter. We're just gonna buy it. Levitate. Yes. Thank you. And then levitate, apply. Actually, apply. And then assign spell, levitate, accept. Down. And apply. Okay, there's our levitate setup. And before I forget, there's also one more spell we want. What I want is Divine Missile. And just to be sure, before I commit, I want it to be the instant damage spell and not the one that makes a rune. Yeah, okay, that's the spell. So I have 9 to cast this, so maybe 8 to cast the missile. Apply, okay, yeah. Because this is going to be the only feasible way of hurting the pirate ghosts, isn't it? Okie dokie, so let's see, what do we need? Travel money, 1000 gold coins, that's gonna be painful, but okay, we have enough. Levitate, we got that. Rake, that's 200, no, that's 20 GP in Venor, so that's where we go first. And we'll also need a love poem in Abdendriel. Can we get the love poem before we start the quest? I think we can, right? Let's try that. That way we should be able to save some money. So first, from Svargrund we go to Venor, there we buy the rake. Passage, Venor, yes. Okay. Let's see, where can we get the rake? Which shop exactly is it? Nelliam in this store over here. Got it. There we go. There's that dwarf. Trade and sell me a rake, bro. There we go. Apparently it's also gonna be useful for some other quests, so we're gonna keep that. Now we travel first to Abdendriel and then to that other place. Yeah, and if we can find the ghost captain at any point during the quest, we're just gonna take a little bit of a break and camp that spawn, because I don't really feel like risking it in large crowds of pirates at our level with our gear. I mean, we still have ranger legs, it's kind of disgusting. I really hope we can upgrade them very soon. Where can I sell you today? Please sell me to Abdendriel. That should be cheap, right? 90, okay, that's acceptable, I'd say. And now we have to find Elvith, which I think he lives somewhere in the northern part of the city. Yeah, he seems to be in this cave over here. Sign, yeah, Elvis the Bard. Hi. Love poem. Yes. What else do you say? Oh, you sell fanfare, lyre, drum, and lute. That's really cool. Maybe we should buy an instrument to always carry around on us. I think on Barbarian I was carrying the horn or whatever. I can open the NPC channel by right clicking on an NPC. Oh my god, they made that even easier, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna give that a try, but I think I like saying hi to NPCs. Yeah, where can we find an NPC? Yeah, we are going straight to a ship. We're gonna have a chance to use that straight away. So let's see. Right click. Oh yeah, it just says hi. Say hello. Oh, we can't go to Liberty Bay from here. Okay, so let's go back to Venor and hi. Yeah, with this we don't have to look for them. Look, this time Captain Fearless is completely hidden behind that pole. You wouldn't be able to right click him as easily. But that's a good tip. Tip, not a trip. That's a tip. Thank you so much. There's a quest that sends you to an abandoned house where you enter a door, behind closes, and the pirate spawns. Okay, yeah. So it's definitely tied to some sort of a quest. Question is that repeatable or not? So obviously I would like it to be. But no matter now, first of all, we have to go to Liberty Bay, we have to go to the tavern. And where is the tavern? It should be marked somewhere, I assume. Equipment, druid spells, maybe somewhere around people. in the tavern. Is this the tavern? No, it doesn't look like it, does it? It's somebody's house, very clearly. Excuse me, rats. Ballistic boulder. Cool. I saw those in ties as well. I wonder what these are. Okay, that's the depot, but maybe the tavern is like on the upper floor of that. Frankly, I have no idea where the tavern is. Underground? No, that's the temple. West of depot. Okay, thanks. Oh yeah, of course. I was looking at the boulder and I ignored the giant tankard symbols on top. Of course I would. And then we look at this. Missing ring, high reward, contact Lady Leonore in the Silverhand Manor. Not sure if we needed to see this sign or not to start the quest, but we did now. So let's just get the full picture. Okay, and we go up. She should be somewhere around here. Alright, so let's say hi. And what brings me here is the ring, right? Okay, yeah. Stolen by a parrot directly from the dressing table. The evil parrot hid the ring somewhere on a high tree. I don't think I need to say yes, but I did. And we can get 3 pillows from here. That's nice. Okay, so then we have to go here to the right. No, not here. It's elsewhere. It's on the way to those, what do you call them? Worms. And they want us to climb up here. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a worm bounty as well. That would be a composite hornbow, which is a pretty serious upgrade. Though I feel like there's less and less throwables, like meta throwables available to paladins, right? It used to be that you could use enchanted spears pretty much everywhere, but it seems to be no longer the case, really. Okay, we go up, right? And then somewhere here it says should be able to climb even further. Okay, we can do that. Boom. And once more up. And then to the right. Oh, a worm scale. I think they drop a lot, right? That would be really cool. There's so many places where you can hunt worms. That's a centipede, which we can bravely ignore. And then we go up again, and there's gonna be tarantulas, which we can kill. That's cool. And there's behemoths over here, so let's be careful. Goodbye, tarantula. Okay, we go to the right again, and there should be the parrot right here. Okay, there's the rake, there's the parrot, and there's the ring. Cool. Initials ES are engraved. Oh, I can't wear the ring? What? I mean, I guess it's not my size, but that has never been a problem in Tibia before. Yeah, but a worm scale delivery, if we got lucky enough to roll that one, I could hunt all the worms I wanted. Cool, so we have the ring now. We just have to make our way back downstairs. That's not the way, we have to go to the left. Also, what is this giant fort on the hill over here. It's like completely empty, isn't it? That's a lot of mapping someone did for absolutely no reason. Oh, actually, there is one guy over there. Admiral Worm Slicer. A silly name considering there's worms all over that place. Alright. Let's get back to Charlotta. See what we can do. Does she actually give you a cash reward? That would be pretty nice if she did. Because we are kind of tight. Hi. Ring. And yes, I want to return it to you. Take this gold. Okay, that's 100 gold. Okay, 200 more gold, and we have to give it away, unfortunately, but we do get 5 more gold as a reward, which is worth it. Hello there, friend. Your name, I'm going to attempt to read it, but it's going to be butchered. Get ready. That's Fergu. Yeah, I am also quite happy to be back. Frankly, I did not see myself coming back to Tibia anytime soon. Okay, Charlotta, I think she's the druid over here. But, you know, the recent update that they did, it absolutely brought me back. While I wasn't exactly confident in the direction they've been taking the game, they really cooked with this one. Hey Porsche Hunter, yeah, thank you so much. It's really good to be back. I mean, it has its problems, right? With the high levels occupying low level spawns now and all the creature products prices skyrocketing. But I think it's a sign of something happening with the game. It has been very stale for the longest time and they really freshened things up. But what I have to go to? I have to say gold, right? You brought me some gold from Eleanor, yes. Trust you, perhaps she's right, we need some help. Tell her the secret password, peg leg. Okay. Let's see what kind of problem they have. I vaguely remember doing this quest before, but I really don't remember what it was all about. All I remember is we're gonna say the same password to some pirate and he's gonna start taking us places. I wonder if we even have to finish the quest or if we'll just get on Mariana and be able to be done with the 2 tasks that we have. Gargoyles and blood crabs. Also, I was a bit worried that it would be deep sea blood crabs, in which case we'd have to do the whole sea serpent access quest, right? No, actually, what we would need to do is get the helmet of the deep. That's actually very scary. I don't think we can get that easily, but not even preparing as much as unlocking access, because we rolled gargoyles and blood crabs, and I think they both appear in Mariana Caves, so we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, I'm trustworthy, I'm willing to listen. Are you willing to read all that? Let's go. Due to circumstances too complicated to explain now, I met Captain Ray Stryker. He's a freedom fighter, would not find my father's acceptance, but we fell in love. Even though he had to hide for a while, we have stayed in contact for a long time now. Their love grew even further against all odds. However, recently we lost contact. I don't know what has happened to him, and fear the worst. We always have been aware that something terrible might have happened to him due to his lifestyle, but perhaps there is a harmless explanation for the absence of messages. I have arranged a passage for you to Ray's hiding place. Contact Captain Wave Rider. Tell him the secret word peg leg. Make sure to find Ray. Okay, bye. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I like the new dialogue system. It's a little bit easier because you don't have to type it with your keyboard, right? You can just press the keywords. Let me just remind myself where the passage is there, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think the game was fine with just the typing system. It was like a very unique thing, maybe not the most intuitive, but I don't know, I liked it, and I think anybody who got into the game a little bit would have liked it as well. But like, oh no, I did not want to summon any arrows, thank you. Unconsciously, I almost summoned arrows again. Unconsciously, I started using this system, so maybe it's pretty good. No, I don't want to go to the treasure island, I want to go to the peg leg island. Thank you. Yeah, you don't have to type, I mean, you can type if you want, but you do that in that weird menu. I think it can be disabled if you don't feel like it, but so far, I don't know, it's been kind of convenient to have it that way. Alright, but with this, we are on Saberhaven, and then we have to find Ray Striker. He's in a house in the center of the island there. Alright. What even is on Saberhaven? Is there anything of note? Doesn't seem so. Okay, just NPCs. Cool. Ask him about Eleanor and the mermaid. Yeah, so if he's just sitting there in a house, I wonder what the... Actually, there is some centipedes on this island. It's not completely empty. And frogs, cool. The center of the island. Where are we even? Okay, we're here. And there he is. And he probably sucks, right? Considering he just stopped answering. Hi. Ask him about Eleanor. The girl, and now I am in love with a beautiful and passionate woman and true mermaid even. Wow. Yeah, you really suck. So wonderful, some kind of magic. Okay. The mermaid, we have to find her. Try to break a spell, and she's just north from here, okay. You mean those pop-ups on the top of the screen? Frankly, I like them a lot. Sure, the text itself, the white text, had its charm, but you couldn't really see it. And when I edit videos, it's way easier to look for this pop-up on the top rather than try to find the white text, especially since the white texts, they aren't only about achievements, it was also like raids and other stuff. So I think it's a very good upgrade. That cave has blood crabs and gargoyles, but which one? The one on this island or the one on Mariana? Okay, Marina, ask her about Raymond Striker. Okay. And now we have to explore area southwest of Saberhaven and find the Djinn. Oh, look, there's a giant turtle. What? Does it take you somewhere? I'm kind of scared to step on it because that's how you usually die. Mariana southeast, where that ruins with dark green was. So this is Mariana? I thought this is Saberhaven, no? Or is this Mariana? Because if it's Mariana, then we can just stop doing the quest right now and just finish the weekly tasks for now. It's not like we need to do anything here. Mop? What are you? Oh, it is Mariana, okay. And those ruins over there? Was it? Cool. Unfortunately, we did not bring a lot of spears, but maybe there'll be enough. Worst case scenario, we can just peg leg back and forth. Yeah, so there's a gargoyle statue. And there's even like dragon statues. Very nice, very nice. Where is the entrance though? Okay, I see it. There we go. And there's gargoyles. A lot of them as well, but we probably need to push onward because 46 crabs, 27 gargoyles, yeah. Oh, and tarantulas even. Is that like all of our weekly tasks in one spot? That's really cool. I guess we should probably go to Port Hope and get the task from Grizzly Adams, but I don't think we really care about it that much. Oh, a shiny stone. Yeah, we still have it marked because that was our delivery last week. Not anymore. I'm not sure how confident I am going in with only 8 spears into this, but let's just take a quick gander, as they say, in the good old Britain. Okay, yeah, there's blood crabs, there's tarantulas, and there's gargoyles. That's just perfect. Everything we wanted in a single spot. And the best part, we can just hunt whatever. So in a moment, we're gonna go and grab more spears, because if it's 3 creatures and not 2, then I have no illusions about being able to finish this without having to resupply. But as long as we just stick close, we should be fine. Well, it's hard to say. Obviously, in Tibia, I think the first 50 to 100 levels, depending on vocation, are very fun no matter what you do. Oh, and there's a stone golem even. So I cannot say for sure, but insofar I really like it. It's the first time I have such an open challenge, really. Like, you know, I used to play very restricted rule sets, and by restricted I mean in terms of area, right? So only free account area, only Sparground, etc. Wait a minute, did we just drop an upgrade just like that? Brass legs, yeah, that's 5 armor, and we used to wear 4 armor legs, and best of all, they don't even weigh that much, so it's a no-brainer. We got some normal looking legs, boys. Let's go. So yeah, I don't want to jinx it by saying it's way better, but it definitely seems a little bit more dynamic. There's more thinking involved. With my previous challenges, everything was kind of planned in advance, right? I would just note down everything that can be found in a area. And then I'd go realize these plans, right? And some of them were like a 300-hour grind, some of them were a little bit quicker, but it was all like predetermined, and it was just a set of chores that I knew that I would have to knock out eventually. It had its charm, it had its fun, but I think the formula got a little bit old. And with this character, I never know what I'll be doing. Sometimes I get presented the weekly hunt list, right? The weekly delivery list, and then I figure out what I'm gonna do. And I'm sure as time passes, my character is gonna get more and more powerful. It's just gonna turn into like more and more trivial of a task to complete everything. But you know, having to roll specific sets of creatures to be able to complete a quest, etc., I think the novelty of it is going to stay relevant, at least for a fair while. And also there's a big incentive for me to do the videos on a weekly basis, right? Because it doesn't matter if I drop a rare item or not, I still can do a report on what I did that week. With my other challenges, it was like, okay, I have like 3 things to do on my list right now, 3 possible upgrades, and I'm not gonna make a video until I drop them all. And sometimes that took months, and then I never felt like doing a video anymore because I haven't done that in a while, and I just procrastinated on it until I never really made a video at all. So as long as I can keep the schedule and not skip any week, I mean, surely I will end up skipping some. But still, it seems way easier to keep up and keep things interesting. Okay, so there's a bunch of tarantulas on this floor, bunch of gargoyles, not many blood crabs. I'm hoping that there's more blood crabs and tarantulas on the lower levels, but I sort of recall there being mostly just gargoyles and blood crabs. Oh, level 43. Really? Okay, because we completed gargoyle task, of course. Yeah, thanks for sticking with me. I know my schedule has been awful. I'm really surprised that most people did not give up on the whole subscription thing. Actually, do I care about getting these gargoyles? Probably don't. It's I mean, yeah, they're here. And they drop potatoes, which is food, which we want. So let's keep killing them, but let's slowly make our way out. So yeah, my schedule is pretty bad, and I don't always deliver on time, or at all. I'm starting to sort of regret having deleted all the footage that I had saved. It was a lot of stuff that could have been made into videos, but I feel like it was a necessary step. If I did not delete them, I simply wouldn't have continued to make any new series. I would just sit on the footage and feel bad about not using it, right? But, oh, it's almost 10 PM already. Passage? Is it? Yes. I think... Oh, and he brings us to the other end of the city, great. That really sucks. A weapon and armor store? Is there an ammunition store perhaps? Or maybe it's one of those everything at once shops? Still, I don't think we will have the time to finish these tasks today. We did 3, which is pretty good progress. We know whether we're gonna do tarantulas and blood crabs, but that might not be on stream. Then I might stream maybe the Minotaur archers and whatever comes after. We will see. But yeah, now we should be probably slowly starting to get ready to wrap things up. I'm wondering, so the poem scroll, you buy that for 200 gold and it's 2500 on market. You can probably buy a bunch of those and make some good money if I cared about that sort of thing. But yeah, I don't really play regular Tibia much at all. And there must be better money making methods these days, especially with the recent updates. With all the creature products being absolutely crazy. He has balls, so that's a good sign. Yeah, there we go. He also has royal spears, so let's grab a bunch of that. Let's restock. And yeah, I'll be continuing the challenge probably offline, I mean online but not on stream. And the next stream will likely be after I finish these. Yeah, level 45 is very much in reach. I think we should have it once we complete the blood crabs and the tarantulas. And then it's gonna be a bit of downtime, just sitting in depot, trying to get enough enchanted spears to last us for a while. But that's neither here nor there. For today, I believe we are done. Thanks a lot everybody for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Bye bye.